Fellow Nigerian, my name is Magnus Oraka. I'd like to draw your attention to a very deep secret. It is my humble opinion that Inec, the Independent National Electoral Commission, has played a fast one on Nigeria. They told us that they have introduced a new technology that will aid in curbing rigging of election in Nigeria. But I want to tell Nigerians that by far the Bvas technology affords the easiest and most profitable way to rig elections by those who have already perfected the art of rigging. The Bvas machine, otherwise known as the bimodal voters accreditation system, was designed to ensure that rigging is impossible, and the system suggests that the total number of those who actually came to the polling unit to vote will be captured, which to a large extent the machine actually does that. And people cannot introduce voters card in the stead of others. The machine actually proves that. But where the machine became very, very unreliable to the extent that it provides the best way for riggers of election to exploit is the aspect of uploading results into the bimodal voter accreditation system, otherwise known as the Bvas machine. Here is how it is done. Yes, they allow you to stay on the queue. You queue for hours. Even I saw innocent Nigerians who stood in the rain and dancing in anticipation of a change of government. I saw a woman who was injured where she went and treated herself and came back to vote again. These are Nigerians who are desperately in need for a better country, desperately in need for a change. But the evil ones who want Nigeria to remain in the dark ages of all the things we have been suffering for the last 8 years want us to continue. So I don't know if the introducers of the Bvas machine didn't know that. What is the extent after doing all the suffering of queuing, waiting and counting and jubilating, one polling unit officer will just take another form from EC, I keep forgetting the name, but it doesn't matter now, and just inscribe some figure and uploads the manipulated figure to the Bvas. This aspect of rigging was not even that simple in the previous system that we were operating. So I'd like to tell Nigerians that Inec has fooled all of us. Inec has deceived everybody. The results I'm seeing coming from Lagos does not in any way represent the true reflection of what actually transpired in Lagos. So Nigerians can't be fooled and just give us the rope. We keep pulling the rope thinking that we're actually pulling the rope, whereas the rope is actually tied to nothing. This is exactly what the Bvas, the so-called introduction of the Bvas, is doing to Nigerians. I like to tell all Nigerians to see the light that we have exercised our franchise or our political civic duties in futility. The whole idea of going to cast our vote, staying in the rain, thugs beating us, our ballots being wasted, our polling unit being destroyed, is an exercise in futility. It's just a charade to make us feel that there's an election going on. This has already been arranged by the fact that they introduce a system that they tell us that it is foolproof. The Bvas machine is by far the worst electronic voting system that has been introduced into Nigeria. And I advise other countries in Africa never to indulge in using this system. It's a waste of our time, a complete deception by Inec to ensure that the citizens of Nigeria go and pretend that they're actually performing their electoral duties, when in fact there's a loophole left for those who want to manipulate the system. It's as simple as, after you waste your time, thousands and hundreds and millions of people wasting their time in the hot sun, one Inec officer just picks another form and writes the figures that he wants, and voila, a new result has come. Nigerians can't continue to suffer in this deception of a few who want to keep us in this perpetual slavery and suffering. So I'd like to tell Nigerians to rise up and reject this Inec fraud that they have introduced in what is called the Bvas system. The whole Bvas is a charade, and we must reject its outcome. Thank you. My name is Magnus Oraka. We die here.